do a live and be extra vulnerable for you. I am someone that does struggle with having thick hair. I have a low density hair. I'm always worried about if someone's gonna see how thin I am when I'm out in the world. I even have hats that I actually keep in my car to help me feel more confident when I'm out in the world. I wanted to come on here again to show you some of my tips and practices that I do so that I can feel confident even when I don't. So anyway, so one way is to wear a hat. You can wear a hat on top of your hair and not even worry about what your hair looks like up here, as long as this hair down here looks pretty solid. I'll turn my head around so you can see that the back of me, I put all my hair kind of to the front of my look. So that's part of a tip, right? So pull all your hair forward and then put a hat on, and then you'll feel like it looks pretty good. And then another tip, I have quite a few to show you. I'm gonna try to do them as fast as possible. I'm gonna take this off. So hat head, right? Shaking out your curls and going with like a side part is gonna also help you to look like you have more density. Because if you have a bang that comes straight forward on your face, a lot of times you'll be able to look straight in and see that scalp, which will end up making you look thinner. So being able to have some kind of bang and then wear them kind of over to the side like a really sweet comb over is also pretty awesome. Another really hot tip is going to be headbands. So you can rock a headband. Find one that doesn't hurt you. I found that, like, I have a giant head, so finding a headband that doesn't restrict you too much here, then you can end up wearing it for the full day. But you can put a headband on, and with a headband on, you can then rearrange your hair around that headband, and that can potentially hide where you have low density on your scalp. And then having the rest of your hair kind of cascade above it makes it look like you're like an epic you have an epic head of hair. I know this looks like I have so much hair, but let me show you this little hot tip. Look at, if I take it all into one side and you look at how my fingers wrap, like it's only a nickel's depth of like hair. I have like no hair, but if you start to wear your hair naturally curly and you don't flat iron it, if you have thin hair, wearing your hair naturally curly makes it look like you have so much more hair. So headbands, hat, and then the next tip I want to share with you is wearing your hair up. So that would mean taking your hair and gathering it into a low ponytail in the nape of your neck, and then taking that and then twisting it very simply up so that it is actually going to cover where you have low density. And then this is really big. I actually would probably recommend smaller claw clips, but you can take this and like have this secure all that, and then you can then arrange all the rest of your hair that comes up. Do you see that from the sides? And then you can even do things like arrange it like this and then put in pins to secure it. And you can even do like a faux bang look, which could be cute. So there's a lot you can actually do with this kind of a look to hide. Most women do thin right up here, and then some of us, especially with COVID, are losing a bunch of hair because they either had COVID or maybe they had a reaction to the vaccine, who knows. Another tip I have for you for how you can feel confident if you have low density hair, which like you can see with me doing certain things, you can see how it is very much that for me, is when you're sleeping at night, to sleep with your hair in a satin scrunchie and on a satin pillowcase. And or just in general, if you're going to put your hair back in something like a ponytail, make sure you're using like one of these really kind fabric elastics or a satin scrunchie elastic. These ones tend to not pull your hair out as much as like the typical rubber bands. Those typical rubber bands are going to rip your hair out. Another thing you can do to make it look like you have a bunch of hair is you can buy these like hair donuts. I should have cut out these things before I started this video, but you can put your hair in a ponytail. Let's just do this for you real quick. I don't want to make this a super long video, but if you put your hair in a really, like in a ponytail, and that's with this scrunchie. You can use also this one and you'll have less things you're fighting. And then you can put your hair in, have a donut come out. And if you do have bangs, you can pull those out. And then with a donut, you can then arrange your hair around the donut. I may or may not be doing a very good job. I have had a couple cocktails. It is very scary for me to come on here live to do this stuff. And then you can take this kind of rubber band and then you can secure your donut with that. And then you can do, this makes it cuter. I always have, I love handkerchiefs. I'm also really into like vintage styles. So you can find some really cool bandanas. This is just a basic bandana, but it's got really cute strawberries on it. But you can do like a basic one, and then you can take that and put it behind your neck, take it up, and tie it in a little knot, and then you can rearrange whatever you want. Sometimes people like want more baby hairs around their face, so you can like take your little baby hairs and pull them down. And you can feel cute, you know, instead of having to wear a wig all the time.